Yes, good morning, Internet. We've got an early morning cruise about to happen. We're now at Sydney's Central Park, not far from Sydney's Central train station. This is one of the best eco-developments in Southeast Asia, Australasia, one could say. We'll save that for another day. Today the plan is to head down towards Central Station on a shared pathway, and from that point on go through Park and pick up on dedicated bike tracks through the city to Circular Quay, see a little bit of Sydney's Opera House, then head back around the Fourth Shore to Sydney fish markets, perhaps. Early morning there could be interesting. Then perhaps to Glebe, and returning to the Central Park area for a nice lunch. I'm going to guess it's going to take about an hour. We will see. So, Action 5 Pro is now set at 4K 30 frames per second, as it's a gloomier day. As we see, there's people out wandering around, enjoying Central Park. Many things available here. So, anyway, let's go for a little ride. One of my first times. Oh, thank you, buddy. Good on you. Good on you. How about that? Just about left the trusted Oakleys behind. Honest Australians are to point out left sunny straight away, hey? Thanks, bro. Take a little cruise around the Central Park and show you what this looks like. Got extraordinary architecture. All of this is student accommodation, I think primarily for UTS, University of Technology Sydney, that's in the background. We'll save the tour of Central Park for another day and get on with our ride. Such a fresh early morning in Sydney. Straight ahead to our left we have Spice Alley. Lots and lots of different Asian restaurants, maybe a little bit of Italian mixed in. We have side of Central Station. Oh, there are no cars on the road. This used to be a funeral stop for the trains. Don't know what you'd call that. The blue here indicates shared pathway for cyclists. Main bus station, 5 minutes walk from all the trains at Central. TAFE New South Wales in the background. Let's see how 4K at 30 frames works with the Action Pro on a gloomy day. Set to sports mode. Lovely Sydney sandstone. It's all the edge of Central Station. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Buses available, as you can see. We have the Sydney Central Youth Hostel for those that may be interested in that. Central Station. See it, the clock tower. With old British colonial style architecture, hey? Hopefully we can join bike paths that will go straight through the Sydney CBD shortly. Yeah, dedicated bike paths ahead. I did cheat a little bit today. I have a City of Sydney cycleway map. You can get in touch online with Sydney City Council. They'll send as many of them out to you as you like. I ordered 5 and I gave them to friends. It's a very, very, very quiet morning for downtown Sydney, being a Friday. Definitely between the holidays of Christmas and New Year. Other celebrations. Doesn't have that lockdown vibe to it. I'm sure the retail shopping through the city will be extremely busy. How about these bike paths, eh? How nice is that? Knowing these are here, one can more than confidently come and go through the city, even on the busiest traffic days. Beautiful. Look at this. Loving it. Just loving it. Yep, amongst all the high rises. Australia's Manhattan. Actually, sister or brother city to San Francisco. Two cities of many, many similarities, including being built on gold wealth. No shortage of shopping in Sydney. And I'll pan up. That's Centre Point Tower above Pitt Street Mall, which is just a hive of retail activity. Westfield we're looking at now. Love all the Christmas lights. Department store called David Jones, something like I Magnum or Saks Fifth Avenue. One of those standards. More high rises. Looks like we've got cycle pathway this way and this way, so I think we'll go to our left and then hopefully through the city. Lovely Christmas displays. There we are. We've got a green light for cycles. Beautiful. More dedicated cycle paths. How about this? And City of Sydney Council, you've got it right. Thank you, Clover Moore. Okay, in just a few minutes we'll be cruising through an area called Circular Quay that connects Sydney Opera House, Sydney Harbour Bridge. We may be able to enjoy some lovely bike tracks extending all the way from the Opera House to a suburb called Glebe. What a historic suburb with a lot of characters, plenty of wonderful restaurants, coffee shops, pubs, something for everybody. Beautiful. And in the heart of all these high rises, if you can see that. Lots of fresh construction going on as well. It's a sign of a good economy. Circular Quay. Okay. So there's Customs House on our right-hand side. Another fantastic example of sandstone architecture. The old and the new juxtaposed. These shocks another try, eh? Ah, beautiful. These are known as the toaster buildings because when they were built it was quite controversial as it would block out views of the park that is behind, Botanical Gardens. There we go. Picture says 1,000 words, eh? Let's enjoy a relaxing ride. Plenty of bars and restaurants available, jet boats, water taxis on this wharf. Yeah, the Oz jet boat, the other water taxi jet boats are really, really something to enjoy. Describe it maybe as like a roller coaster on the water, and they're available here in East Circular Quay. break here and get a sense of the vibe. On a floating wharf. Yeah, it's a lot of fun to be had down here on the water taxis and the jet boats. It's all happening, eh? Well, carry on. Stores, coffee shops, restaurants. Pork grill. That looks interesting. Looks like a few good steaks and seafood happening there. Even movie theaters. Love this floor. Sydney's Oyster Bar. This is Sydney's famous oyster bar right here. Not a bad place to sit and enjoy some oysters, eh? What could that be we have ahead of us, eh? How about that? Okay, guys. Early morning in Circular Quay. Spot of rain. I do think the camera's waterproof. I'd say maybe only 20 meters. Look at this, a wedding, hey? What a place to get married. What a place. Yellow and green boats once again are Sydney ferries, which is just public transport and very reasonably priced, like a bus ride, really. Yeah. Mosaic of tiles is the shell of the Opera House. Sort of like space shuttle tiles. If viewers are old enough to know what a space shuttle was. Space shuttle tiles. And here we have the expanse of Sydney Harbour. There's a fort just in the distance known as Fort Denison. I can't tell you what year it was built, but at that time they thought the Russians were going to invade. Yeah. Prime Minister's house in the corner of Kirribilli. Magnificent Sydney Opera House. Let's have a look at the architecture. On a dark, dark day in Sydney, but it would be about 24 degrees, I think. Red boat, I don't think you can read it, is US Coast Guard cutter. There's the Australian Navy. I think that might be like an icebreaker from Antarctica, the US Coast Guard one. Your guess. What a lovely time to cycle in this area while there's so few people. Oh, these are Sydney's botanical gardens. That extends all around the foreshore. Quite some time. There's endless walks, endless botanical beauty. However, unfortunately, one is not allowed to take a bicycle beyond that point. So, fair enough. Sometimes let parks be parks. Yeah. Okay, I think we've had a good look at the Opera House for today. Not a bad restaurant in there called the Benelong. That's the restaurant, this shell. From a cyclist's point of view, I think today is just the perfect morning. From a photographic perspective, one would have to make note that sunny day is a good day. We'll see how it turns out. Again, shooting in 4K at 30 rather than 60, just to see a result. Just another test ride. Beautiful family. Beautiful family. wharves for the Sydney ferries, which once again is just such well-priced public transport to take you anywhere in Sydney. Yeah? Rossini, very nice place. Menu at the Rossini, probably one of the most reasonably priced for such a high standard in the area. Budget-conscious traveler, the Rossini. Really, it hits the mark. Eh? What a standard of service that too. Sydney's Museum of Contemporary Art on our left-hand side. Water taxis available on this side as well. We're now coming into Sydney's Rocks area, the oldest part of Sydney. But like that. Restrictions ahead with the access because of the ship. So back to the roads, up into Sydney's Rocks area. Quite a historic place. Aiming for that bridge, and I'm sure we'll hit the water soon. To the right here. More restaurants. Prime real estate. People having breakfast. Nice place to have breakfast, eh? This is the Park Hyatt Hotel passing. Does this bike cruise? My. just stick to the waterfront. What this was. North Sydney. North Sydney Business District. And fishing, hey? Fishing. Catching anything?
No.
No, not today?
Very quiet.
Ah,
Fish today.
good one. I think you'd be lucky, brother. Look at the view. How lucky could you be?
Yeah.
Thank
You
you.
didn't catch a fish, but you have a nice view.
Have a good day, sir. Oh, somebody caught something, hey?
Yeah.
What you got there? Well, make some nice bait. Aha. Ah, popular spot. Somebody did catch something. How about this? I didn't know this fishing was so popular down here. Hey? All these people. Lightning in the background. Wow. Fishing's really something, you see? So, I used to come down here and sit and fish. There's few people during the pandemic, but
That sounds great.
a lot more popular now. A bunch of old wharves that have been converted into businesses or apartments throughout this area. So. My, what is this ahead of us? I suspect this is a bit of artwork here, hey? Car crushed by a boulder. That's something new, and there's a face in the... It could only be a meteorite. How about that? Never know what you're going to come across, eh? Look at this. Look at this. There are dedicated bicycle ways along there, but seeing it's a public holiday, nobody here. Why not enjoy the footpath a little bit and stick to the waterfront? Bends the rules. Theatre on this side. Oh. Should have stuck to the wharves. So I think we'll do. Stick to the wharves. This place here on the corner is rather charming. I wonder whose home that was at one point. I wonder whose home that would be at this point. Beautiful bit of real estate. Must be removing all the fencing from the festivities from the 10 billion people in this area. Okay, now we're coming into the Barangaroo precinct of the casino. And, possibly a bakery that's open at this time. Wouldn't that be nice? So the croissants would most likely be expensive, but they'd be very nice. Yeah, we'll go into the park a bit here. Right. The monoliths. incline here, and number 3 with a bit of pedaling. It's like trail riding without actually being on a real trail. Never come down this way. You can smell all the different species of eucalyptus. It's the indigenous Australian fauna. A little rainforest here, it's beautiful. Not long ago, all of this was just seedlings. Beautiful sandstone, eh? Tires are amazing. Beautiful braking. Sydney Casino. Yeah, how about that? More cruise ships moored in the distance. Just been waiting for those slots in Circular Quay. Yeah, the casino building, eh? What a piece of lovely architecture. I keep saying it, but Sydney is full of this magnificent architecture. You can actually smell coffee coming out. Love some pastry, maybe. I believe there's a little bakery down here. One might pay premium prices for a croissant. That's what I would suspect. Would it be worth it? Yeah, no croissant. Coffee and donuts. Thank you. There's a Barangaroo precinct here, quite a nice food court. See, that's closed. Public holidays. So we go to a coffee shop in Glebe. Maybe one called the Carriage Works. Barangaroo Wharf. Public transport available. Beautiful new ferry terminals. Great place for lunch. So we have another early morning view of this architecture. Yes, it is a restaurant. It's the Barangaroo House. Have you ever had a beer here? I actually haven't eaten here, but it's starting to get a little bit busy here. Love that paddle boat steamer. So this is all the different names for different areas, but in general, all Darling Harbour. Starting to sprinkle rain just a little bit. I suppose if this camera is waterproof, I'm waterproof, right? Maritime Museum here. Battleships, submarines to go on. Old sailing boats, you name it. Passing the aquarium. It's actually a Sydney ferry stop as well, Sydney Aquarium. This is the aquarium. Doesn't look like much when there aren't 10. Too many people all trying to get in. This morning's tour is going to get cut a little bit short because be lucky to get back without being in the rain. So might just head straight back to Central Park. Yeah, it's starting to rain a little bit. With all the boats, eh? All those boats. Directly ahead, this is Sydney's IMAX. Plus offices and I don't know what else, but yeah, huge IMAX cinema. Sydney Convention Centre. There's quite some way around. IMAX. Part of the Sydney Convention Centre, I believe. Eight o'clock in the morning here in Sydney, so bakery time on a rainy day. If I don't get a chance to say it, thank you for all of your support and watching some of the initial traversing travels. Extraordinaire. Oh, look at this guy practicing with a sword, eh? How about that, huh? Must be Grandmaster. To enjoy his training. Okay. City of Sydney Library in the distance. Interesting architecture. It looks like a sort of like a basket. Devote a traversing travel special for the whole day on this place. Shared bicycles available everywhere you go. Complement bike lanes. All bike lanes through here. We'll be cutting today's trip a little bit short, as it is beginning to spit rain. And I'm starving. Pedaling, I think we'll make the lights, eh? Again, thumbs up for Traversing Travels if one could. Please subscribe. With any hope, we can take this international. If not a bad hobby. blue indicators throughout the footpath. Okay, this is a shared area. We're now coming through Ultima TAFE. Usually a little bit slower than that, as this will be busy with students, but none to be seen. It's the backside of University of Technology, UTS. And ahead, Central Park, where we began our tour today. Usually thronging with students. My God, I've never seen such green grass. On the backside of the University of Technology. There's the rain. Oh, word, how do they get that grass so green? Look at that grass. Look at this building, hey? At night, this lighting really is amazing. Go, 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 go. Here's the rain. Central Park. Eco development. I don't think anybody pushed the button. Well, we'll finish where we began today at Central Park. Puppy doggy. Okay. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, puppy dogs and little pussycats, and small children, thank you for coming along for a ride today.